Okay, we will start with today's graduation ceremony, which is OLC's 40th annual graduation. Can you imagine that? 1971 is when we got started. I don't think anybody would have thought that 48 or 50 years and 48 graduation would come so quickly. So we will start by having Hawkeye Monologue give the opening prayer.
Oh, mitapia pi. Chisocha chikala hokshila mialo. Tunkashla. Leon Petukile Hoyoa lo Tunkashla. Leon Petukile Mitita Kuyo Wocheke Ugaha Pitalo Tunkashla. Anamako Tampo Ikjeri Chasha mialo. Oya Tunkashla. Oglala Lakota Wayawa. Ongapka Ki Yuha Chilake. We chose on it. We chaku bo Tunkashla. Oya Tunkashla. Wakantranka. Leon Petukile Chwake. Wan Uhakta Po. Mitakuye Oyashi.
Oh. Okay, we will now have Hawkeye Monologue and Don Geigo sing the flag song. Harold, could you mute yourself until we get to you? There you go. Thanks, Harold.
When I remember talking to people,
Well, thank you, singers. That was well done. Our first welcome address was to be given by Kevin Killer. Is Kevin here today? We'll give him about maybe So I thought I was talking, but the first welcome address was to be given by Kevin Killer, the president of the Oglala Sioux tribe. If he's here, we'd like him to speak. We'll give him about 15 seconds, and then if he's not here, then we'll go to President Frazier, the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe president. Okay, Harold, I'll do your introduction. So our first welcome address will be given by the chairman of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe, Mr. Harold Frazier. Mr. Frazier was featured as one of 30 OLC success stories for our OLC's 50th anniversary book. Mr. Frazier is currently in his third four-year term as the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe president. Mr. Frazier earned an AA and a bachelor's degree from OLC at the Cheyenne River College Center. He has been especially strong in his leadership during the coronavirus epidemic on the Cheyenne River Reservation for the Lakota people. Also, OLC is particularly appreciative of the recent Tribal Council action to renew for 5 years the cooperative agreement with the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribal Council to continue providing higher education on the Cheyenne River Reservation. So with that introduction, I present to you the president of the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe, Mr. Harold Frazier.
Okay, thank you, Tom. And I want to apologize earlier for not having my computer on mute. I thought I log on. Usually I am on mute, so I apologize for that. But I just want to say, congratulate all the graduates, begin by congratulating them. And, you know, one of the things that I've learned being in leadership position, that, you know, it's always good to have this type of education. It'll help us. But we must never, never forget who we are and where we come from. Because, you know, we need to walk in balance today. And I really see that. You know, let's never forget the teachings of our elders. We must, you know, we are a sovereign nation. And, you know, they pushed hard for assimilation, things like that on us. But we must resist that and walk with for who we are. You know, I really see that. If there's going to be any future for Lakota people, we must always put our culture and our way of life in the forefront of our decision making. Because if not, you know, and we must never forget treaties. You know, I heard that nearly all my life, about honor the treaties. And more as I get older and more experienced and learn, I really see why a lot of our elders have always said that, honor the treaties. If the federal government and these non-Indians would do that, you know, we would have a better life. We would live a better life. So I want to say welcome and again, congratulate everybody. But that's a message that I always want to say. And I told myself I'm going to start doing that. To always remind them that we need to get our treaties honored. And we are a sovereign nation. And if we don't start doing it, I'll guarantee you they're not going to do it. So it's important that we not only believe, but walk that talk that was taught to us by our elders. So with that, thank you. And again, thank you, President Shortbull. You're doing an awesome job. And, you know, I was fortunate to attend school here, graduated in 2012, and I'm really glad I done that. And it's something, but like I said, it's important too that we never forget who we are and where we come from. So with that, congratulate all you guys and thank you for putting the time and effort into getting a degree. And I know what it takes to get one. So I definitely applaud you guys. So thank you.
Well, thank you, President Frazier. It was a powerful message that you gave. The thing that's most interesting is that when our founding fathers decided to have a tribal college, they said there would be two priorities. One, providing the academic courses for a degree a student would get, but they also said we are going to emphasize the Lakota perspective, which means that we would provide Lakota language, Lakota culture, Lakota history, the treaty making, and all of these things. So that has always been the two emphases that we've had within our institution, providing the academic courses, plus also providing the Lakota perspective. I was really pleased when we had our last comprehensive, or we went through a visit. We were going to have a visit from the Higher Learning Commission, and we had a practice session from South Dakota State Universities. And so they said, do you realize by having 15 hours in Lakota studies, because that's a requirement for our students, that they take 15 hours of Lakota studies, one of the only tribal colleges that has that requirement of having the traditional aspect of a tribe presented within the curriculum of a college. And they said, you know, it's going to take you a little bit longer to get your degree. So do you regret having the college have this emphasis? And they said, absolutely not. We need to know who we are as Indian people, as Lakota people. And so I'm glad you mentioned that, President Frazier, because that's what our elders, your thoughts are exactly what they were thinking about some 50 years ago when they started the college. So we also have on the Zoom for today, the chairperson of the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribes Education Committee. And I would like to offer her the opportunity to say a few words for today's Cheyenne River College Center graduation ceremonies. So Mary, you want to speak for us?
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm very humbled to be able to be here and to say a few words to the graduates and those that are present. It's a special day for me because my daughter is graduating today, and she's on Zoom right now as we speak. So I'm very excited for this opportunity, and I'm very appreciative to the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe, the Oglala Sioux Tribe. And I can't say enough about the staff at not only here in Eagle Butte, but also in Kyle, and those who have tirelessly worked with the students to assist them and giving them a top-notch education. And I'm very grateful that we are able to give this opportunity to our students, no matter what age. And I'm also thankful for the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe and for their opportunities they've given my daughter through scholarships, but also the Board of Regents at OLC. Thank you for being so kind and inviting to students and to your faculty and staff. And as the Education Committee Chairwoman, I'm very appreciative at this opportunity for not only our members of the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe, but all of our students that attend. Good morning, Attorney. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mary. That was remarks were well done. Now we will have a welcome address by our OLC Board President, Mr. Dennis Brewer. Mr. Brewer has been an OLC board member since 1993 and has been on the board president for this last 5 years. He's doing a very good job in providing his good common sense and his experiences in helping the board in its decision making. With that, I present to you OLC's board president, Mr. Dennis Brewer.
Good morning, everybody. This is going to be a beautiful day. I hope the graduates enjoy this day and not to forget it. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Oglala Lakota College, I want to extend my congratulations to this year's graduates for the work you put in obtaining the degree you are being awarded today. This accomplishment is especially noteworthy as you have accomplished this during one full year of the coronavirus epidemic. As I have had children who graduated from OLC, I know of the many hardships that you had to overcome in getting your diplomas. It is your day to celebrate with your parents, grandparents, siblings, children, and your best friends. I know that they are all proud of your accomplishments. In closing, have a great day and enjoy what you have achieved in your life. Thank you. Did we lose the sound?
Go. Cliff always wants to do that to me. He's muted me when he gets the opportunity. Before I introduce this year's graduation speaker, I would like to speak to this year being OLC's 50th anniversary. Can you imagine that? 50 years of a tribal college being in existence in this country. 50 years ago, we had a lot of resistance to the whole idea of tribal colleges. I remember Lionel Bordeaux saying that when he met with George McGovern, he said, rather than having a tribal college, why don't you go teach your people how to have gardens and raise chickens and things like that. It's this whole attitude that we weren't smart enough to be professional people. So it's quite an accomplishment that we've been in existence for 50 years. The, the 50th anniversary, as I said earlier, is a testament to the founding fathers who knew that Lakota people could earn college degrees that provided the academic courses for the many degrees OLC offers, along with providing a Lakota perspective to their education by students taking courses in the areas that I said earlier. So with this statement, this sets the framework for today's graduation ceremony. Our first college center that will go through the virtual graduation ceremony is the Cheyenne River College Center. Since 2006, a cooperative relationship has existed with the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe in allowing OLC to operate a college center on the Cheyenne River Reservation to provide Cheyenne River students the opportunity to obtain college degrees. This college center has done an excellent job in helping their students obtain a college degree. And as Chairman Frazier said, and Mary, I congratulate our staff here at Cheyenne River for the work that they do on behalf of their students. Today's graduation speaker is Dr. Cynthia Lindquist. Her Dakota name is Tashunka Wichachbi, and she is a member of the Spirit Lake Dakota Nation, Fort Totten, North Dakota. Dr. Lindquist grew up in a large family of 14. I always thought I had a large family of 10 in our family, but she had 14. She is blessed to still have her mother, who is 91 years old. You definitely are blessed with that, Dr. Lindquist. Dr. Lindquist is starting her 19th year as president of Chandeska-Jikana Community College. That serves the Spirit Lake Dakota Reservation community, employs over 120 people, and averages 200 students per semester. Dr. Lindquist's academic background is she has a bachelor's degree in Indian Studies and English from the University of North Dakota, a master's in public administration with an emphasis in tribal health systems from the University of South Dakota, and a PhD in educational leadership from the University of North Dakota. Dr. Lindquist served a number of terms and did really well in providing leadership as president of the American Indian Higher Education Consortium, and she is currently on AHEC's executive committee, which is AHEC is the advocacy organization for the tribal colleges. Her employment career includes being the health planning director for the Spirit Lake Tribe, chief of staff for the director of the Indian Health Service during the Clinton administration, and served as the director of the North Dakota Indian Affairs Commission. Dr. Lindquist takes great pride in the fact that she wrote the original Healthy Start grant for the prenatal program for the Aberdeen area that is still going strong for most tribes. Although Dr. Lindquist has held many important positions over the years working for and with the Spirit Lake Dakota People Nation, she considers her position as president of Chandeska-Jikana to be the most significant, recognizing that higher education will make a difference to generations of Spirit Lake Dakota as it will for the other 38 tribal colleges. What I want people to know about Dr. Lindquist is she's done an excellent job on behalf of her students and is a great leader of her tribal college. I now present to you today's graduation speaker, Dr. Cynthia Lindquist.
Good morning. Thank you so much. And wow, what an introduction. Kind of forget where you come from and what you've been doing. Let me begin by just saying, Chante Washtea, Napechi Yuzapi. I greet you all with a warm handshake. And I'm honored to have been asked to be the speaker. It's a little bit daunting to try to do this virtually, but first and foremost, congratulations, students, and thank you for what you've done. Most of the tribal colleges aspire to become what OLC is. Oglala Lakota College, Santa Gleshka University, Salish Kootenai College are bigger institutions that those of us who still are at the associate level, my college is aspiring to become as prolific as OLC. Someday I'm going to have a bachelor's and a master's degree, but we're still working on it. We have a ways to go. And granted, my reservation, my community is much smaller. And so President Shortbull, President Brewer, congratulations on 50 years of excellence in being our role model for Indian higher education and tribal higher education. It's important to acknowledge this, particularly at a graduation ceremony, so our students, so you know and understand this unique and wonderful history of what we have. President Frazier, I didn't know you were an OLC graduate. I'm like, yay! How wonderful to have our elected officials and to be able to say that. How many of our elected officials are graduates of our institutions? Education matters. Education is important. And as a president of a tribal college, I want terminal education, academic education, degrees. I need people with terminal degrees to work at my college, to work for the tribe, the casino, the clinic, Sioux manufacturing, all of that. But Chairman Frazier, you have a great point. There's all kinds of education. And cultural education is what we are all about in the tribal college system. Having an academic education, having a doctorate degree does not negate who I am as a Lakota. It does not take away. And in fact, it complements so I can fight better and know which battles to fight and how to fight those battles and what is it I need to do. So graduates today, that's your charge. You need to go out for us now and to make a difference and to use your education, whatever that is. Know more about yourself. I wanted to emphasize just a few things I've learned in my years, particularly being a tribal college president and the brief moments I get to interact with my students, and they're not frequent enough. But life is about choices. Each and every day of our lives, we make choices. When we get up, what am I going to wear? Am I going to have coffee? Do I want cereal? Do I want breakfast? Should I go to work? Should I go to my class? Yes, you should. But life is about choices. You're now a college graduate. You made a choice someplace along your life to go to college, to take that step. And we're really proud and we're really happy you chose a tribal college. What better way to, again, become who it is you've become. In making a choice, we have to be responsible. Is it a good thing? And being responsible means different things, but I truly believe responsibility comes embedded with who I am as a Dakota, with those Dakota values about who we are as Indigenous people. It's always about being responsible, being resourceful, being respectful. I want you to continue to believe in yourself as a college graduate. We're really proud of you. And you probably don't even know what you've accomplished today in becoming a college graduate, but it's a significant moment in time, a moment in your life. You've got people to thank and to be grateful for because you didn't get here by yourself. Somebody supported you, helped you, encouraged you, pushed you. Hopefully that was grandmas and grandpas and aunties and uncles, tribal leaders, your faculty, your instructors, support staff who have helped you, who have pushed you along the way. It's just important to believe in yourself and particularly who you are as an Indigenous person. And hopefully on your learning journey, you've learned a little bit more about that, about yourself. Always remember to stop and have some fun, to laugh, but make sure it's good fun and responsible fun. Be grateful. And I think Native people are particularly good at remembering and acknowledging, I didn't get here on my own. I had help. And we have so much to be grateful for. Even this awful year we've just ended. We've all had many, many losses. It's heart-wrenching when I have to think about all the people we've lost. And I'm very grateful because we still have the rain, we have the wind, the sun comes up. We have the winged ones and the four-leggeds that are out here that greet us every day. My little drive to work from my mom's house over here to the campus and that, you know, there's so much beauty in Mother Earth and what we have and what we've been given. So are we being responsible in taking care of these things? As Chairman Frazier said, we have to keep that balance, and it's rooted in those values, and those values are education. Always remember to cherish relationships. As a college student, you've probably made a lot of new friends. Hopefully you got to travel a little bit and meet other Indians who are in education, who are entrepreneurs in that. I'm always amazed when I'm like, oh my gosh, there's an Indian banker, or there's an Indian economist, or there's an Indian researcher, because we're everywhere. And we're in more places than people don't even know about. Then that it's just amazing. But let's remember those relationships, and let's be grateful for them. Life is about human connections and cherishing that. One of the core things my ancestors, my grandmas and grandpas, taught me, and I've come to appreciate as I tried to become a Dakota speaker, is the question I ask myself every morning and every evening. But have I been a good relative today? Have I done the best today? Have I done what I'm supposed to be doing as president, but as a Dakota way, and as the eldest in my family, and making sure my brothers and sisters, my nieces and nephews, my children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, are they okay? Do they have what they need? But then we take that into the tribal college world. Are my colleagues okay? Are my staff okay? My workers, my instructors, do they have what they need? Students, are you okay? Do you have what you need to be a good student? Have we helped you? I think we have. You're here today to celebrate a really, really important moment in your life. You're now a college graduate. So just remember who you are, as Chairman Frazier mentioned. You're Lakota. I'm assuming most of you are Lakota, or you're Indigenous, wherever you come from in that. And bring that into the fold as you pursue both your career path, your passion, maybe more education. I always tell my students, keep going, keep going. I'm at the associate's level, so I want my students to get the bachelor's and the master's degree. But always remember to keep that spiritual foundation of who we are and to keep it going. Let's continue to be good relatives in a good way. Oglala Lakota graduates of 2021, and particularly those of you at the Cheyenne River campus site, congratulations. Thank you for what you've done. And I look forward to your success in helping you along your next steps in the journey. Itakiwasi, we're all related. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Lindquist. Oglala Lakota College made a very good decision in asking you to be our graduation speaker. I would have to say that your speech today has to rank up there as one of the best speeches that's ever been given at our graduation ceremony. So thank you again, Dr. Lindquist. So now we go to the most important part of today's graduation, which is the awarding of college degrees to our graduates. The way that this will work is that after I read your name, you will have the opportunity to speak as to how you feel about receiving your degree today. And what was your academic journey in achieving your diploma today? What was that academic journey? We have allotted you up to 2 minutes for these remarks. So we will begin with the first graduate. That's Roxy Holloway. She's receiving today a BS in Business Administration and Management. So Roxy, you have the floor.
Really, you're making me go first? No, that's fine. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all the graduates. This is exciting. We finally did it. Vanessa, all those algebra classes. Anyway, I first of all want to say thank you to OLC, because without OLC having a center here at Cheyenne River, I never would have achieved what I'm achieving today. It's exciting that we have so many students graduating, and that it's here for the students, for the people that don't want to leave home, that can finish their education here. A few other people I want to thank. First of all, I'm getting all emotional. My son, Regan, he's been my biggest supporter. my three best friends, Deb, Teresa, and Ronnie. They truly showed genuine interest. I'm old school. I went to college 30 years ago, and I didn't think I could do this, and I still can't believe that I did. Anyway, sorry. They would ask each semester, so what classes are you taking this semester, you know, and throughout the semester ask, you know, how it was going, what the class entailed and whatnot. And they truly was, you know, interested and encouraged me. My friend Tiny for putting up with me, telling me I can do it when I was stressing every semester over midterms and finals. And of course, all my instructors. The most encouraging in the very beginning when I started was Pam Houston, who is no longer with us. She helped me to make the decision to sign up for classes and encouraged me that I could do it, that I was not too old. So I'm thankful to her for that. May she rest in peace. Monica Stamba for guiding me through all those algebra classes that I never thought that I would be able to handle. Anna West for the classes I took of hers. And of course, Dr. Brooks and Dr. White, under your guidance and direction, taught me so much. Like I said, I'm old school, hadn't attended college in 30 years. So when everything went virtual last March, I was lost. I didn't know what I was going to do. I wanted to quit. But thank you to Morrow Forebear for encouraging me to keep going. This last semester that started in January, I needed 5 classes in order to graduate today. And of course, with them being virtual, I just thought there is no way that I can do it. I cannot take 5 classes virtual because I'm old school and I like the face-to-face classes. Well, I'm so thankful for Morrow because he told me almost daily that I could do it. I wanted to throw in the towel so many times. He'd tell me, no, you're a good student, you'll be fine. So I buried my head in the books this last semester, completed those 5 classes with a 4.0, and I'm happy to say I'm graduating summa cum laude today. I surprised myself. Thank you, Morrow, for all the confidence you have in me. Your guidance and leadership made all the difference in me finishing and achieving my degree. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Roxy. Your comments were very good, and we appreciate them.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next graduate is Alex Knight. He actually works for the Cheyenne River College Center. He's receiving a BS in Business Administration and Management. Are you there, Alex?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
I just want to start out by saying, thank you to my family for all the support over the years and the encouragement that they've given me to keep going and get my degree. I want to say thank you to the instructors that I've had over the years, especially Anna West and Morrow Forebear. They've really challenged me and encouraged me in all the classes that I've taken. Even Anna West, I'm not in her department, but she's always been a strong support for me, and I'm just happy that I've had that support group at the college. I'd also like to express my gratitude to OLC and all of the opportunities that the college provides for us as students. From my experience, the college's staff, in Kyle and in Cheyenne River has always gone above and beyond to help us and to guide us. And, even during this pandemic, the college just really put themselves out there and really, gave the extra effort, I guess, to help us make it through. I want to say congratulations to all the other graduates. We all know that, we had more challenges than just getting our homework done and attending our classes throughout this pandemic. Some of us lost loved ones. Some of us got sick ourselves. There was just a lot of obstacles that we had to overcome, and we should feel a great sense of accomplishment and pride for sticking it through and getting our degrees this year. I just want to leave everybody with one thing. You know, we talked about Dr. Lindquist and Chairman Frazier talked about, you know, that's kind of our charge, you know, as graduates and as possible future leaders, that we should make the effort to learn our culture so that we don't lose it, and to help better our communities. And if I would say, you know, one more responsibility that we have is to share our experiences with Oglala Lakota College, and to share these opportunities with, you know, our friends, our family, our coworkers. You know, 6 years ago, you know, in January of 2015, my sister, a student at OLC at the time, you know, came to me and told me that she was taking classes, and, you know, if I wanted something to do, that, you know, I should really consider taking classes. You know, she told me that I could go to school and, you know, not end up with a bunch of debt because of all the scholarships. And I never would have thought that I never thought about going back to college. I never did. And just that small moment of encouragement changed the trajectory of my life, you know, substantially. Here I am 6 years later. I've been working for the college for about 2.5 years, and I'm getting my bachelor's. And I don't know if that ever would have happened if my sister hadn't, you know, taken the time to share her experiences with OLC with me.
Well, thank you, Alex. That was we're having some fantastic remarks from our students. So thank you, Alex. Our next graduate is Robbie Knight, BS in Business Administration and Management. Is Robbie there?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I would like to thank everyone that had supported me through this struggle of going to college, my kids, my family, to my late sister, with all the support. It was a great struggle that we all had last year of the pandemic. I was going through a lot. And talking with my mother, she was such a big support with me through the pandemic. I was having struggles about going back or not, or if I could do this to finish. And I was having such a hard time. But thank goodness to my friends, they told me I can do this, to my peers at college, not giving up on me, telling me, you just have a little bit more to go, you can do this. So the support of the counselors at college, and all the teachers, especially the teachers, for being there and supporting me through all of this. I wouldn't be here without them. I'm so grateful and so humbled. Also to thank everyone with this great opportunity. I do appreciate everyone. And yes, and we can share share our education with others. Whenever I talk about my experience, and I like to give my guidance towards other people, and hopefully that my friends, maybe they too can do the same thing that I can. You know, it isn't impossible. There is ways where people can help you to get what you want in your life and have this education like others can too. It is very much possible. And I'd like to thank everyone.
Okay, well, thank you, Catherine. The remarks have all been excellent, and yours was too. So our next graduate with a BS in Business Administration, Tribal Management, is Jolene Straighthead. Is Jolene there? Maybe.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Well, I guess first I just want to say thank you to Oglala Lakota College, Cheyenne River campus.
Jolene,
Yes.
can I interrupt you? We'd like to see your face. All we're seeing is
The video thing is something happened to it when I logged in. So
okay.
I just wanted to say thank you to Oglala Lakota College, the Cheyenne River campus, the faculty and the staff. Over the years, it's been a pleasure to enter the classroom and be encouraged. They really are a good group of people to lead the education here on Cheyenne River. I also want to thank family, relatives, and friends. Their support and encouragement is what makes the person's success in obtaining their degree. On my journey to obtaining my degree, it's been long, because I started out after high school. I started out, but life interrupted, and up until 4 years ago, I didn't have the direction to pursue my education until then. Now I am more than happy to be where I'm at right now. Our way of life, the Lakota way of life, is so intricate in how the indigenous people, the native people of this land, pursue their hopes and dreams. And so my final thank you would be to my ancestors, because their sacrifice is why we're here today. So Wopi Latanka.
Thank you, Jolene. And I jumped over a student who's on our list, and that's the next speaker would be Catherine Morgan.
Good morning. I just want to thank my family for supporting me throughout my whole college career. My job for allowing me to have some time off to pursue it also, and OLC for having a campus locally here in Eagle Butte. And especially to Pam Houston, who pushed me to continue to finish. I wish she was here today to see us. Thank you to everybody else.
Okay, Catherine, real good remarks. Our next graduate is Vanessa Hall, a BS in K-8 elementary education. We always like it when we have the ability to produce teachers on our reservation. So, Vanessa?
Petuashe, Vanessa Hall Machiapi. I wrote down everything I was going to say, so just like a teacher, I'm well prepared. Okay. I would like to start with the educational quote. The influence of a good teacher can never be erased. So thank you, teachers who have influenced me along the way at OLC. Mrs. Olson for teaching me the reality of the situation when you get into any scenario in the classroom, she would say. Anna West for teaching me that listening is sometimes more important than speaking. Mrs. Quast for teaching me to love poetry. Mrs. Stambach for teaching me to love math. Dr. Amiat for teaching me the importance of listening to constructive criticism and taking it gracefully. Mrs. Forbear for taking me under her wing at Tioshpedopa during my student teaching. The late Mrs. Hayelk working on my guttural sounds in Lakota. Thank you, Tioshpedopa School, for allowing me the opportunity to teach at your school, and a big thanks to Oglala Lakota College staff who helped me along the way Candace Lee, Roxy Holloway, Alec Knight, and more that I can't remember. Biggest thank you goes to my husband, who took so much time and energy and love to care for our family while I was away at school or completing my homework. Finally, I will leave you with a tribal quote that I enjoy. Tell me and I'll forget. Show me and I may not remember. Involve me and I'll understand. Thank you. Pilamiae. Doksha.
Thank you, Vanessa. All really good remarks and another good one. So our next graduate is Christopher Braveheart, a Bachelor of Social Work. Christopher.
It's a beautiful day. Can't believe we made it this far. As I sit and look at all these faces, I know the struggle that we all went through was real. We have kids and families and pandemics to worry about. And it's been a real good experience for me. I've grown to trust in my ability to persevere. I believe that I was born a warrior and I always lived my life like a warrior. Today, I'm thankful that I'm getting an education, and those weapons of being a warrior have changed for me from when I was a youth, free spirit, to being a parent and a responsible adult in my community. Without OLC's compassionate care and understanding throughout these years, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish these things. The college makes it so easy to put my name on a piece of paper, to get my classes lined out, to receive the funding I need to take care of myself and my family while pursuing an education. I know that experience can be taken for granted if you haven't been in any other setting of education, but OLC is so caring for us as students. I'm so grateful for that. I had to go to Rapid City campus a lot because of the social work program, and I have a few teachers over there that were the most influential in my life, not only for education but for life skills. Miss Linda Herzberg, she's been a great cornerstone to my educational pursuits, as well as Mrs. Lone Wolf. Mrs. Lone Wolf taught me, I can't even begin to say how many things she's taught me, but I really appreciate those teachers in my life who went that extra step when I did give up, to say, get back in there, and do you need some more time? And Miss Monique Apple, to also keep that professionalism along with that compassion for students, and the OLC staff for walking that walk with me to demand accountability, but also be compassionate to the situations that being a continuing education student with kids and a family it's been tough, but I'm really grateful to have done it. And I tell all my family that as well. My children all started attending school, and education is the power. Education is the future. Education is where our people need to go. And I won't ever stop saying that to my kids. I'm a proud graduate of OLC. Go fisticuffs to anybody who wants to talk down on my college and say that it's just a community college. It's been awesome. Wopila, Hamadak.
Well, thanks. These comments are so remarkable, and we appreciate yours, Christopher. Our next graduate is Joette Lee, Bachelor of Social Work.
Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to thank my mom. She was one of my biggest support. I started my social work journey in 2011. I finally have the degree that I want, that I've been wanting. I do have a lot of people to thank, but I didn't write anything down. I'm just winging it. Like Chris said, I did travel to Rapid as well. And I want to thank Devana, Linda, Monique, and Jeremy. They were very influential in my journey. And I want to thank my other social work classmates, Chris and all the ones in Rapid, and Kyle that I've met along the way. You know, we really helped each other get through this past year, through the pandemic and everything. And I know it couldn't have been easy for other people, but we made it. Thank you, OLC, for having the college center, for making everything, you know, convenient, especially through the pandemic. I know I struggled, so I just want to thank the College Center and the OLC. Thank you.
Well,
and my children. And my children.
Thank you, Joette. Another fine remarks on your part. Our next graduate is Kayla Bagola, a BA in Leadership and Communication.
Hi, I just wanted to thank OLC and their faculty, especially Anna West, for pushing us, the other ladies in our cohort, for this degree, because she said it would be, we're the first ones to graduate with this. I also want to thank my family, especially my mom and dad, for like supporting me throughout this. My sisters, my coworkers, for always listening to me about college and what I'm going through. And I think that's it.
Okay, well, thank you, Kayla. Another good remarks. Our next graduate is Jody Colas. I hope I pronounced that right. BA in Leadership and Communications.
Hi, Hihani Washe. Good morning, everyone. I would like to say congratulations to all the graduates. I'm really proud of all of us for sticking through and, you know, being here today with our degrees. I'm graduating with my bachelor's degree, or Bachelor of Arts degree in Leadership and Communication. And I would like to thank some people along the way. I would like to thank my peers and classmates, especially this last year, just, you know, having seeing them on Zoom. You know, I know it wasn't face-to-face, but just being able to visit with them and kind of get some normalcy, you know, through this pandemic. My instructors, Anna West, who is always, you know, on us students to get everything done and always supporting us no matter, you know, what it was. She was always there for us. A couple other instructors, Maura Forbear, Jessica Forbear. Our counselors, Gladys Looking Horse, Alec Knight, they were always a big help and supportive, and always letting us know what's going on and just keeping us to the school for remaining open during this pandemic so we could finish out our degrees. And I'd like to say a special thank you to my family, to my husband, Dean, to my children, Kelana, Grant, Dace, and Tiana, and to my mother, Teresa. Thank you for all your support and encouraging me, and most importantly, being my inspiration. I'm sorry. I love and appreciate all of you. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. I wish you all health, happiness, and success. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jody. Another good remarks. And our next graduate is Melanie Seaman, BA in Leadership and Communication. Is Melanie here today? Can anybody go through the list of students and see if she's...
I don't see her in the participants list.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Cliff. Our next graduate is Rebecca Whitebull, BA in Leadership and Communications.
Okay. So, hello, my name is Rebecca Whitebull. I wrote it down and everything because I'm nervous. Getting this diploma means a lot to me because it's one of the major milestones that I accomplished in my life, that I set for myself. And it also helped me see that there was a lot of stuff that I could do that I really didn't think I was able to. And I have a lot of people I would like to thank, and my instructors, or my teachers, for one, because they always pushed me to do better, and they always encouraged me to keep going even though it was difficult. I would like to thank the rest of the faculty, because if I had a problem, I could go to them and they would help me, and I think that was really cool. I would also like to thank my family for their unending support and encouragement throughout some tough times and throughout my schooling. I would also like to thank the tribes for their I would also like to thank the tribes for their dedication and their dedication to education for our people. And I'm humbled and honored to be here today. So I thank you all. And I would like to congratulate the other graduates, because I think that you guys have been doing an amazing job, and what you guys have accomplished and what we've accomplished, I think is one of the better it's like one of the better things in life. And I feel really proud of every single one of you. And I wish you all happiness and in whatever you do, and I hope you do well in the rest of your life. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Rebecca. All these remarks are really wonderful. You know, one of the things that happened to me in these presentations is that what you accomplish is monumental and fantastic. And the reason I say that is, and I don't know why I've never presented this information until now at a graduation, but about 10 years ago, I learned that students that are from impoverished backgrounds, only 4 to 6% of those students actually get a bachelor's degree. So can you imagine how fantastic you receiving a degree today is? It meant that 94 to 96% of the students that started out like you did never got their college degree. So this is just a monumental accomplishment, and it's a means of providing encouragement for our students who are next going to receive their associate degrees, that they can go on and also get their bachelor's degree. So our first associate degree is Terry Haskell, AA in General Business. Is Terry there? Cliff, can you do a scan, see if Terry's there?
Don't see a Terry name in the list.
All right, then we'll go to our next graduate. Florentine Black Spotted Horse, AA and Lakota Studies.
First, I want to say thank you to the OLC instructors and the faculty for allowing me to complete a milestone on my academic journey. I also want to thank my children and my grandchildren for your inspiration and keeping me going with just your laughter and your presence, your energy. And even though I'm not done with my journey, I also want to say thank you to my grandfather, even though he's in the stars, Marvin Thin Elk Sr., for his inspiration, embracing my culture, my tradition, with the strength and the courage to keep going and to embrace that and not be ashamed of it, and being able to pass it on to my children and my grandchildren. And I also just kind of want to end this with that little saying, "Echao oiate kinipite," so that the people may live. And that's just what we're doing by continuing the education and bettering ourselves, because we're bettering our people and our children. That's you too.
Well, thank you, Florentine. Very nice remarks. Very nice. Mary Curley, AA and Lakota Studies.
I can hear. I just want to thank my family, my mom, Joe, all staff, and for all out for. It wasn't an easy journey, but and I ain't done yet. So and friends, my book club.
Okay, thank you, Mary. Look like you're having some technical problems. So we'll go on to Sarah Dupree, AA and Lakota Studies. Looks like we're having some problems, Mary.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, I'm off my phone going my laptop, but I just want to thank my family, my mom, Joe, my kids, the OLC staff, you know, my extended family, the Wakia Maza Kioshbae, the tribe for allowing me to be a full-time employee and take full-time classes. It wasn't an easy journey, but I'm not done yet. I'm still through my bachelor's IT. Thank you and congratulations to the rest of the class.
Okay, thank you, Mary. When I was at the University of South Dakota, I went, I attended college there with a Curley. I can't remember his first name, but I just wanted to make that comment. Our next graduate is Sarah S. Dupree, AA and Lakota Studies.
Good morning. I just want to say thank you to the Lakota Studies instructors. I want to say thank you to my husband and my family for encouraging me. my boss at work for allowing me to take time off to go to classes and allow some study time. It was really hard and challenging. There was a lot of times I wanted to quit, but I kept going. And I'm not done yet as well. I want to continue with the bachelor's degree and maybe further on. And congratulations to everybody else. And thank you for everybody's encouragement and time. Thank you.
Well, thanks. Good remarks. Our next graduate, which I think is probably a very remarkable accomplishment, and I don't know if it's been done before, and Tracy could maybe speak to that, but Tracy is receiving an AA in nursing, and you must have had to travel down to the Pine Ridge Reservation for a number of your classes. So your turn to talk, Tracy. Are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I had to travel down.
Did you have
I had to travel to Pine Ridge.
Oh, that must have been a long travel time.
Yeah, I was. But I had the support, and I want to say thank you to my mom and my dad and my sisters and my children for helping me continue to deal with that struggle and traveling, and especially with my spouse Jeffrey and his family. They were very supportive, and all the support I got just getting there and finishing this is the main reason I finished this degree. And I just want to say thank you to all of them and the nursing faculty for helping me finish this degree as well.
Well, thank you, Tracy. Do you know if you're the first one to get a degree from Cheyenne River? Or,
I think I'm the second one.
Second, so that's a remarkable accomplishment. Our next graduate is Justine High-Elk, AA and pre-engineering posthumously. Oh, that is pretty sad. Candace, do you want to say a few words on Justine? I didn't realize, just noticed that she passed away this year. Are you there, Candace?
Yes, I am. Yes, Justine worked hard for her degree, and she had a lot of support, and I believe her daughter is on the line, Tom, Madison Dupree.
Okay. Madison, if you'd like to say a few words.
Hi, I'm Betty Washday. My name is Madison Dupree, and I'm the only daughter of Justine High-Elk. Today I will be speaking on behalf of my late mother, Justine. Education was extremely important to my mom, and she also went through years of schooling to finally have the honor to graduate and get a degree. She faced many challenges throughout college, such as being a single mom and doing her best at supporting her only child. She always made sure to remind me that doing good in school was very important. I aspire to be like her in many positive ways. She opened up a new world to me by making me a college baby. We got to see it all together, and we got to experience her college years together. If she were here today, she would say, "I'm proud of myself," which is something she rarely said to herself. It's an honor to be able to accept her diploma and speak on her behalf at what was supposed to be her graduation. Since she passed away, I made sure I would take very good care of all her belongings she left behind, such as her house, car, and other valuables. I hope I can make her proud today and make her proud again, more and more every day. Thank you again for this opportunity to speak on her behalf. Pilami Aye.
Well, thank you, Justine, and your mother would be even prouder of you down the road if you get your degree too. Our next graduate is Cena Smith, AA in Tribal Law. Is Cena here?
Yeah, I am. I'm here. Just getting my camera on. Okay. Hello, my relatives. It's a good day today, and we're getting our degrees. And I'm going to keep it short as much as I can. But before I go further, I want to commend a couple of faculty members that really helped push me to get my degree this semester, because it was a tough semester. We all had a tough semester. But those faculty members, you know, I was ready to drop out of my classes, and they said, no, you were so close to the finish line. You're not going to, you know, turn around right at the finish line. And I want to commend Candace Lee for, you know, when I called her and told her I was going to drop out, she said, no, you can do this. Anna West for giving me tools and resources about our people and what it takes to be a true leader in your community. And Jessica Forbear for giving us the knowledge and the tools and resources to do what we can to protect our sovereignty and our way of life as Lakota people. With this degree, I am going to pursue another degree in Indian law, and I plan to go and pursue my master's or even go to another graduate school to go into Indian law. And with these degrees, I plan to get our land back. And I just want to say, Leo Wolfila Tonka to everybody. And we got a lot of work to do in our communities. Huh.
These remarks are really remarkable. So we'll go on to our next graduate, Cheyenne J. Lafferty, AAS in Information Technology. Hey, that's a good accomplishment, very good accomplishment. So is Cheyenne here?
Yep, I am here.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I just want to congratulate all of us graduates today. It's been a rough few years, especially this last one, but we did it and we made it. I started out with a lot of classmates at the beginning of my journey, but as I got closer and closer to graduating, I felt like I was leaving a lot of you behind, but you know what? We all learn it at our own pace, and that's okay. So if any of you are here watching today, just remember, don't give up. You will make it. And that will be there to support you. I know we have lost a lot of loved ones along the way, and real quick, I just want to thank you, Madison Dupree. Thank you for speaking on your mom, Justine. Justine is my auntie, and I got an opportunity to work with her at CRST Telephone Authority and attend classes with her at OLC. Sorry. She was a hardworking woman, and you know, I just want to thank you, OLC, for recognizing her. There was a semester or two where I didn't think I was going to make it, but I wanted to give up so bad. But being a full-time student and a full-time employee, you know, it's really hard. So everyone who is in the same situation, congratulations. And, you know, throughout my whole college journey, I have had awesome employers, and mostly I want to thank Monica Stambaugh. Sorry, I'm just really emotional right now. Monica, thank you for literally everything. You are the reason I stayed in IT and the reason I kept going. So thank you so much for all of your help. And to my other IT instructors, Tyler and Christine, thank you for being so patient with me and helping me throughout all the classes. It was a hard time, but thank you for that. And then thank you to my family for always supporting me. And to OLC for all the faculty overall. You have all helped me when I needed help with the littlest of things, and you have all helped me in one way or another, so thank you. And also thank you to my tribe for awarding me with all the scholarships. I'm proud to say that I am a 22-year-old Native American who has graduated from college debt-free. And I know this is only the start, so Kalamiae to every one of you, and hope to see you again when I come back for my bachelor's. Thank you.
Very nice remarks. Our next graduate is Brandy Lebeau, AAS in Office Technology.
Hello. I want to thank OLC for being a good college. They're really good at helping the students get their degrees, And I do want to thank my family for being supportive, especially my cousins who helped me babysit my children so I could attend classes. And I am very thankful that I have a degree. It's exciting that I have more opportunities to do what I want to do, to do what I like to do. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Brandy. Nice remarks. Our next graduate is Kenan Pineska. He works for the Cheyenne River College Center, AAS, in Office Technology. Kenan?
Haumadokiapi, Kenan Imajapi, Na Okute Tioshbaya Daha. First and foremost, I want to congratulate all the other graduates from here at the Cheyenne River College Center. I also want to thank my family, friends, and colleagues who supported me along the way. I especially give thanks to my advisors and coworkers who initiated the drive in me to go further to complete this degree program, namely Candace Lee, Gladys Looking Horse, Ellen White Thunder, and Crystal Paulson. I also want to thank the late Pam Houston for helping me get through one of my financial classes posthumously. It's been quite a journey to have made it this far in pursuing these academic endeavors. It took a lot of perseverance, willpower, and commitment on my part. Last but not least, I want to thank OLC providing me the educational needs and a job that corresponds to my new degree. I'm very blessed and grateful. Pila Maya Pilo.
Well, thank you, Kenan. Nice remarks. Our next graduate is Margo Armbach, certificate in Lakota language. Cliff, do you see Margo on the screen?
Can you hear me?
There you are.
Naku. Okay. Lila Tayawa Hiksto. I'm glad to be here. Lila Tayawa Chianke. I'm very glad to see everybody here. My name is Margo Ironhawk. I would like to thank OLC for giving us this opportunity. I think that we are very fortunate to have OLC and all their many locations. Makes it very convenient for everyone, especially OLC in Eagle Butte. The Eagle Butte location, I'd like to thank the staff there, and it's very always welcoming. I would like to also thank my partner, Larry Ellis, for supporting, guiding me through this. My children, Brennan, Brianna, Bradley, Brax, Nea. Lexi, Brian, Charging Cloud now. Kawimi, Tawa, Karen, White Butterfly, now Frida Condon, and my mom and dad for always encouraging me. I know they are watching from the spirit world, and I know they really wanted me to do this, and I'm just really sorry that it took this long. This educational journey has been very challenging. I know this, I first started out with studying to be a teacher, but I also want to learn Lakota language and become a fluent speaker. So I hope to receive a Bachelor's of Science degree in elementary ed. I plan to implement Lakota language into my classroom I practice Lakota language every day with what resources and material I have. I also try to say and use common Lakota words and phrases in my home. My parents were fluent speakers, and I mean, they didn't teach me because they, maybe when we were younger, they didn't think it would be important. But I see how important it is. And I listen to them, and I could still hear them speak. I can understand them, read it, write it, but I just have really a hard time conversating with people, especially the fluent speakers. And I encourage everyone to speak Lakota language and practice Lakota language, because how can we call us true Lakota people if we can't speak our own language? Again, Lila Wopila Tonka to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Margo. I really like what you did when you first presented. You spoke Lakota and then you translated. Every time we speak Lakota and we translate it, there may be somebody that'll pick up those words, and you don't realize that you're really educating people when you translate the Lakota words. So I want to congratulate you on that. Our next graduate is Cheryl Red Bear, certificate in Lakota language.
Hello. Oh. Hello.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Itakuyapi lea betu yushkiana petiusapi. Lea betu ikia o mashte na iwashte. No. Lea wachaska imajapi Bagola, white flower woman. Wakia kiza Tioshpai etaha emataha. I'm from the Fights the Thunder, Tioshpai, from Thunder Butte. My parents are Emmanuel Red Bear Sr. and Irene Garter Red Bear. Na Unjina Lalaki, Lala Henry Red Bear and Louise Red Bear, Clown Red Bear, Thunder Butte. Na Lala Moses Garter from Sookbird and Amy Garter, Pounding Garter from Greengrass. Ita mataha na itazipcho na mini koju oyate na kui mataha. Lewambli baha bahanwati. Ashmathoak ba ita imatahe. I grew up in Bear Creek. Nanaku wakia baha Thunder Butte. Ash I'll say in English from here so you know what I'm talking about. My grandparents always told me when I was growing up that it was very important that what we know in Lakota, our Lakota language, our Lakota ways, our culture, what we know we need to pass on to our younger generation. So our culture as being Lakota, our language, and will not die. We will continue to be Lakota people. So I got my Associate of Science in business. I always wanted to be a secretary. But sometime down the line, I got into some health issues and I had a stroke. I had several strokes and I wasn't able to work anymore. And I stayed home, but I didn't want to just stay home and do nothing. So I decided, well, I'm going to go back to school and see if I could teach at the school, help these young people, our Lakota people. But come to find out, I need to have a certificate to teach. So anyway, I went back to school here at the, thanks to Oglala Lakota College here in Eagle Butte. I was able to sign up for classes for a one-year certificate for Lakota language. And in order to teach at the school, I had to have that one-year certificate, which I'm really happy to have today. And I'm happy to be able to teach my Lakota language to the Joette, the ones that don't know how, like my grandparents said. And I want to thank Candace Lee, the director of Cheyenne River site here in Eagle Butte, and all her staff. They were very helpful. A few were Alex, Roxy, and Kenan, and Gladys. There's several other staff members that helped me, and the students were very fun to work with. I mean, be going to school with. They would ask me in the hallway, you know, are you a teacher or are you a student? And I would just laugh and say, well, I could be both. Let's just all learn together. So with that, I want to also thank the Cheyenne River Higher Ed for helping me with my needs to get to the college, and also our tribal chairman, Harold Frazier. He supported us students with financial assistance and encouragement to get our education. It doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are, you know, just that no matter what, we need to have that education so we can carry on with our Lakota language, and yet at the same time move forward by learning the new technology so we can grow with the rest of the world and keep on top of all the new things happening, so we know how to work with our people. But today is a really good day for me. And I want to thank all the other Lakota language speakers, my mentors, Wilma Waters. She was, every time I want to speak Lakota, I call her because she's very fluent. And Marilyn Circle Eagle. My Misu, Manuel Redbear Jr. He was my mentor too. He's younger than me, but he helped me a lot. I could never forget my grandparents for encouraging me to do this, and here I am today getting that degree. And I also want to thank my family and for those that have moved on. I mean, those that we have lost. I want to pray for their families. They were all part of our lives. I also want to thank our tribal council reps for those that stood behind us with the Lakota language. And I want to thank a couple of young students, Kashina Blacksmith. She went to school, and then at the same time she fought for our water rights. You know, thanks to them, young people, we no longer have to deal with the hell. Hope that's it. You know, that has ended. And so thanks to these young people for standing up for your Lakota nation. And so, and thank you for getting yourselves educated so we can continue to be sovereign and be the Lakota nation. But that's who we are. So I'm just a common woman wanting to teach the Lakota language to our people. And I thank you very much for Oglala Lakota College, Tom, for allowing us to get educated right here at home. We don't have to worry about getting to one town to the next. And even with this epidemic, we struggled, but we made it. Prayers is very strong. It is very strong. And our Lakota values is very strong. And that's what keeps us going. And that's who we are as Lakota people. That's all I'm going to say for now. But I want to thank everybody, and you all have a good day. And well,
thank you, Cheryl. And this doesn't have anything to do with graduation, but it's remembrance that we as Lakota people have. And that is when you said Thunder Butte, brought to mind my sister Marilyn, who passed away over 20 years ago. And I think that, like I said, what's great about Lakota people is that we do remember our relatives. So with that, I want to present the Black Elk Award, second highest GPA for a bachelor's degree, Indian or non-Indian, and that goes to Vanessa Hall. And so Vanessa, if you're still on, if you'd like to say a few words about receiving this honor.
Well, I wasn't prepared for this, so thank you. Wow, this is awesome. Yay. Okay. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I worked really hard.
You'll probably be even happier when you receive the Mazaska that comes along with this. So now we'll have an honor song from Hawkeye Monologue and Don Gallego. Give us an honor song. Well, thank you, singers. We didn't get to see you. You must have bumped the cameras, so all we saw is the thing in back. So anyway, we'll correct that next time. Before we have the closing prayer, I'm kind of conflicted as to what we do next year. And the reason for that is that I like this virtual graduation. And for those of you that got emotional, for us, it's just heartwarming. It is absolutely heartwarming. And that's what I like about the virtual graduations, that you get to talk about your experiences. And so maybe you could do it through the chat or send a email to Susan Hour, and basically give your opinion as to what we should do next year. I think we can do both the virtual and the regular graduation that we have at our powwow grounds at OLC and at Cheyenne River. It's at the auditorium, but I think there would be room outside to have an area that you could have the graduation. But I really would like to get your opinion on what would you want, what would you recommend to the students that are going to graduate, either to have this outside or to do it virtually? And we could have one group that would do it virtually and one group that would do it outside. So give us your opinion on that, because I think personally I like the virtual better, but we'll see how that grows for next year. We definitely will have it outside, I think. And the one nice thing about that is that we can say that we beat the COVID, and I hope we can say that next year. So the closing prayer, we'll have Hawkeye Monologue say that for us now.
Wocheke ungaha piktalo tungashla. Ampetu mak ulila washte tungashla wopila tankalo. Waya tungashla Oglala Lakota Wayawa Wanga kaki iuha naha. Oi tancha yongapi iuha naha. Wonspe wichake iuha choake. Wichozani naha iokpia chakubo tungashla. Waya tungashla oyate ki wichozani naha iokpia wa unshiki ungo unya pikta he chichiapi. O tungashla wopila lo ampetu pila lila washte. Pechegla mitaku ye oyasu.
Well, thank you, Hawkeye. Very good closing prayer. And so with that, you get to hit the leave button, because that concludes our virtual graduation ceremony. And congratulations to all of you. You did a fantastic job with your remarks, and very enjoyable graduation for me as president to go through with you. So thank you very much. So I'm going to hit the leave button now, and maybe we'll see you sometime down the road.